You know how it is in the modern workplace, right? It's all about brainstorming, open offices, collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. But here's the thing. What if our best ideas, our most brilliant breakthroughs, actually show up when we're totally alone? Well, today, we're going to dig into exactly why that is.
And I bet this sounds familiar. It's this pressure, you know? This feeling that you always have to be on, always visible. Just the simple act of closing your door to think, it can feel like you're being antisocial or like you're not a team player. It's a tough spot to be in.
Okay, but what if we look at this in a completely different way? Let's talk about the quiet architect. Now, for this type of person, privacy isn't about hiding from people. Not at all. It's actually a high-performance requirement. It's about setting up the absolute best conditions for their brain to do its most powerful work. It's a necessity, not just some little preference. So I want to ask you this, straight up. Think about all those times you've wanted to just step away from the noise. What if that wasn't a sign of weakness? What if that was your brain literally screaming at you, telling you exactly what it needs to come up with something amazing?
All right, so to really get what's happening here, we have to look past all the office politics and dive right into the psychology of it all. Let's go inside your brain's private lab.
And you know what? Psychology actually has a name for this. It's called the deeper thinking state. And this isn't some made-up thing. It's a real, measurable mental space. It's like your brain's creative and problem-solving networks are just waiting for the green light to go into overdrive. But the catch is, that light only turns green when all the interruptions are totally gone.
And this really shows you the trade-off, doesn't it? When you're in a group, so much of your brain power gets eaten up by what you could call social showmanship. You know, worrying about what people think, managing all the back and forth. But when you're alone, boom, 100% of that mental energy goes right to the task. It's a game changer in how your brain uses its resources.
So why is this so crucial for some people? Well, it all boils down to something called cognitive complexity. Basically, if your brain is naturally built to juggle a whole bunch of variables, details, and what-if scenarios all at once, then any external noise, it's not just a minor distraction. It's a full-on assault on your operating system.
Yeah, let's talk about the real cost of all that noise. Think of every interruption as a heavy tax on your mental energy. And then there's the small talk drain. You know what I'm talking about. It yanks you right out of that deep focus for some surface-level chat that honestly, for a curious mind, gives you zero satisfaction. No dopamine hit, nothing. It's literally all cost and no benefit.
Okay, so what happens when your brain finally gets that quiet, protected space it's been craving? What does it actually do in there? Well, it starts running these incredible high-speed simulations. Basically, it's testing the future.
This right here, this is the superpower that solitude unlocks. Your brain isn't just sitting there quietly thinking. No way. It's an active, dynamic process. It's running countless what-if scenarios, building and stress testing all these different versions of the future to figure out the absolute best way to move forward.
And hey, this isn't just spacing out or daydreaming. It's a super disciplined, three-step process. First, your brain goes into information gathering mode, sucking in all the complex variables. Then it starts turning the problem over and over, looking at it from every single angle with like surgical precision. And finally, and this is the best part, it stress tests the whole solution to make sure it's absolutely rock solid, long before anyone else ever sees it. You see, this whole intense, internal process, it's not just about how your brain works, it's also about what you value. It's driven by a mindset that puts substance way ahead of status. And that's how we need to reframe this habit.
So here's another great psychological term for you: internal locus of evaluation. That sounds fancy, but all it really means is that your sense of worth, your feeling of a job well done, comes from inside you. You don't need to put on a show of looking busy for other people to feel like you're actually getting important stuff done.
And really, it all just boils down to this. The actual quality of the work, the substance, is so much more important than any social points you might score, the status, from just being part of the group discussion.
Man, I love this quote. It's just the perfect way to look at it. You're not retreating from the world. You're not being antisocial. You're making a smart, strategic move. You're stepping into your lab, the one place where your own hidden genius can finally get to work without any limits.
So how can we tie all of this together? What's the best way to picture what's going on in your head? Well, there's one metaphor that just nails it perfectly. Let's step into the darkroom.
Just think about it for a second. Your mind is a dark room. All of the information, the variables, the fuzzy ideas, That's like undeveloped film. And to see what's actually on it, you need a very specific environment.
And this is the heart of the whole thing. The world outside, it's filled with bright, loud, distracting lights that would just ruin the picture, right? It would overexpose everything. You know, deep down, that the only way to get that crystal clear, high-resolution image, the only way to see all the details, is to step into the quiet dark, to step into your own mind.
So next time you feel that pull, just remember, your brain is built this way. Its architecture is designed for depth, not for shallow, quick answers. It's built for science, for running those simulations. And it's built for security, to make damn sure that whatever you bring back to the group is solid enough to last.
So, from now on, when you feel that need to find a quiet corner, don't fight it. Don't apologize for it. Embrace it. Your darkroom is ready and waiting for you. The only question is, what masterpiece are you going to develop?